Very good morning to one and all. I welcome you for social science class. In this, we are going to have a discussion on the chapter number 7 of geography textbook. I request you, please come with me in the tour of our country, India. Next, the chapter number 7, our country, India. We are going to see the major topics here. The major topics are locational setting. After that, we are going to see the India's neighbor, political and administrative division, physical division, and after that we are going to have exercise of this chapter. So chapter number 7, our country India, we are going to see this chapter. Next, moving further, the first point we are going to see from this chapter is India is the country of vast geographical expanse. In the north, it is bounded by the lofty Himalaya, the Arabian Sea. In the west, Bay of Bengal in the east and the Indian Ocean in the south. Watch the shores of the Indian Peninsula. Right? So, we are talking here about the India, the great expansion of India. Right? The India's from north to south, from west to east. We are having the major physiographic feature. We are having a good contact with the other teacher. Next, the lofty mountain, the great Indian desert. Right? First, as we are seeing this one, we are talking about this one. India and an area about 3.28 million square kilometer. This is going to be asked in the fill in the blanks also. What is the area of India? So you have to write 3.28 million square kilometer. So the total area of India is 3.28 million square kilometer. Right? So for your knowing purpose, I am telling from north to south, India is having the 3214 kilometer, and from west to east, India having 2933 kilometer. Next, the north to south extension already I told you. Then from east to west already I told you. That's a 2933 kilometer. When you will go in higher classes, you will come to know the exact kilometer. Right? Here it is 3200, but it is 3214 kilometer. Right? Next, the lofty mountain, the great Indian desert, and the northern plain, and the 7 plateaus, uneven plateaus, and the coast and island present a diversity of landform. There is a great variety of the climate, vegetation, wildlife, as well as the language and the culture. In this diversity, we find the unity that is reflected in tradition and bind us as a one nation. India has a population of more than 121 crores since the year 2011. Now the second most populous country in the world is India after China. First, locational setting of India. India is located in the northern hemisphere. The Tropic of Cancer and its relief is given here. Pass almost half through the country, that you have to see from the figure 7.2. So in the figure 7.2, you can see about this one. Here, the political map of India. So Tropic of Cancer is passing from here, right? Almost dividing India into two half parts. Next, from south to north, the mainland of India extends between 8 degree 4 minute north and 37 degree 6 minute north latitude. Then that is the latitudinal extension of India. Then we are going to see about longitudinal extension, that is the 68 degree 7 minute east and 97 degree 25 minute east. Longitude. After that, if we divide the world into eastern and western hemisphere, which hemisphere would India belongs to? That's a question to you. Have a atlas and search in it. Due to the great longitudinal extent of about 29 degree, there could be a wide difference of the local time. Already we had seen how we are calculating the standard time. Next, moving further, in such the difference between these 2 points would have about the 2 hours. How it is going to be there, right? From Arunachal Pradesh to Gujarat, there is a lapse of 2 hours. So when sun rays are traveling from Arunachal Pradesh up to the Gujarat, from east to west, they are having the time duration 2 hours. To reduce this 2 hours gap and having a standard time in all parts of our country, we are using the standard time, and the standard meridian is passing through Mirzapur, that is situated in Uttar Pradesh. Next, India's neighboring country. So as we are going to see the figure number 7.1. So here we are seeing the figure number 7.1. In the textbook it is given here. Then India's neighboring country, Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, like that. All the countries are there. So there are 7 countries that share the land boundary with India. Find out the names of the country from the figure number 7.1 which I have shown you. How many of these countries do not have access to any oceans or sea? That you have to see here. And next is Sri Lanka is separated from India by the Palk Strait. Then political and administrative division. Then again we are going to see about in India we are having the 28 states and 8 union territories, right? So Telangana was the new state, right? Now we are having only, at that time there was 29 states, but now we are having only 28 states. So don't be confused. It was previously a part of Andhra Pradesh and divided and formed a new state, Telangana. Delhi is the national capital and the states are formed mainly on the basis of language, like Marathi, Maharashtra, Gujarati, Gujarat, right? Like that. Physical division of India. So in that physical division of India, we are going to study the physiographic features of India, the physical features of India, just like the Great Himalaya Mountain, the Northern Plain, Peninsular Plateau, the Great Indian Desert, and the Western Ghat, Eastern Ghat, Peninsular Plateau, and the islands. So all these are present in India, which make India to call as a subcontinent, because all the features of a continent is present in India. Next, to have a deep discussion on this, India is marked as the diversity in the physical features in the form of mountain, plateaus, plain, coast, islands and all. Next, we are going to see about what is Himalaya. Him plus island, that is going to be, him means to be snow and island is river. The Himalaya mountains are divided into 3. They are Himadri, right? The world highest mountain peaks are located in this. So first one is Himadri, then Himachal and Shivalik. Himadri, first range, then second Himachal, and third one is the Shivalik. The northern plains lies in the south of Himalaya. They are generally level and flat. These are formed by the alluvial deposit laid down by the rivers of Indus, Ganges and Brahmaputra and their tributaries. The river plain provides fertile land for cultivation. That is the reason there is a high concentration population is residing in this area. The western part of the India's lies the Great Indian Desert, which is also called as Thar Desert, present in Rajasthan. Next, the south and the northern plains lies in the Peninsular Plateau. It is in a triangular shape and relief is highly uneven. And this is the reason numerous hill ranges and valleys are there. Aravalli is the oldest range in the world, border to on the southwest side. The Vindhyas and the Satpuras are important range, and the river Narmada and Tapi flows through these range, and these are only the 2 rivers which are draining their water in Arabian Sea. Moving further, the Western Ghat or Sahyadri borders the plateaus in the west, and the Eastern Ghats provide the eastern boundaries. Next, moving further, while the Western Ghats are almost continuous, the Eastern Ghats are broken and uneven. The plateau is rich in minerals like coal and iron ore. By seeing the figure 7.3, the physical map of India, you can clearly understand all the physical features of India. So the map is here, right? So the map is speaking about all the physical division of India. In the physical division of India, here we are having the Himalaya mountains, right? Here we are having the great Indian desert. Here we are having the northern plain. This yellowish part is talking about the plateau, right? Green part is talking about the plain area. Islands we are having Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar, right? Western Ghat and Eastern Ghats are here. Okay, so please read the map which is given on the page number 50, physical division of India. Next, after this physical division of India, we are going to see about the two groups of islands also I stated to you. The word tsunami already I explained to you. What is the meaning of tsunami? When the earthquake occurs under the water, that is called as tsunami. This terminology first come into the appearance when first tsunami was there in 2004. Next, we are going to have a discussion on the question answers, right? Before we will discuss this question answers, let me summarize the chapter in a very effective way. First point, this chapter name is Our Country India. So there should no need to be have a more explanation on this topic, because as you are Indian, as you are residing in the country, as you are loving to your country, you should know about the facts and figures related to your country. That's why India's neighboring country, India's political area, how many states are there, how many union territories there, what is the national capital of India, what is the physical division of India, and how they are formed, already we have discussed in the previous chapter. So this chapter, Our Country India, reside here in our heart, and we should understand about the fact and figure of India. Lastly, moving toward the question answer, please pay attention, read this chapter 2 or 3 times. If you still feel any doubt and difficulty, let me know. Next, name the major physical division of the India. So already we have seen. So they are the Great Himalaya Mountain, Northern Plain, Great Indian Desert, Peninsular Plateau, Coastal Plain and Islands. Next, India shares its land boundary with the 7 countries, name them. So they are Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar and Bangladesh. So these are the 7. Already I stated you to do this homework. Please check out this answer very properly. Next, which 2 rivers fall in the Arabian Sea? So the answer is Narmada and Tapi or Tapti. Okay. Next, name the delta formed by the Ganga and the Brahmaputra. So that is the Sundarban delta, right? How many states and the union territories are there? So there are 28 states and 8 union territories. And which states are having the common capital? So we are having the Punjab and Haryana, and the capital is Chandigarh, right? So the answer is here. Please see it. After that, we are going to see the next question. Why do the large number of the people live in the northern plain? Okay. So, because of the fertile land available here, transportation facilities here, availability of water and so many things are there. That's why the concentrated huge amount of the. After that, we are going to see the next question. The next question, why is Lakshadweep known as a coral island? For this purpose, the answer is given in the textbook in this paragraph here, right? Do you know? In the do you know, the answer is present. Read this point and get your answer. But for your reference purpose, I am placing this following points to you, right? Next, take the correct answer. For the first one, the answer is Shivalik. that is the southernmost Himalaya ranges. Here Sahyadri, it is the western Ghat. Then the pulse rate is between India and Sri Lanka. And the Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep and Maldives. The correct answer is Lakshadweep, which is situated in Arabian Sea. Next, the last one, oldest mountain range in India is the Aravalli Hills. Next, moving toward the fill in the blanks. So these are the correct answers of the fill in the blanks. First, second, third, fourth and fifth. Please write it down. Next, India has an area of about 3.28 million square kilometer. The Great Himalaya is also known as Himadri, and the largest state in India is known as Rajasthan. The Narmada river falls into Arabian Sea, and the Tropic of Cancer is dividing India into two almost half equal parts. Lastly, I want to summarize this chapter in a very quick point to make you understand. This chapter was our country India. So in this chapter we have seen how many states are there. In this chapter we have seen what are the physiographic features, physical division of India. So they are the Great Himalaya mountain, which are in three parallel ranges, that is the Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. After that we have seen the northern plain, which is formed by the depositional work and erosional work of the rivers. The rivers are Indus, Brahmaputra and Ganges. After that we have seen the Thar desert, which is also known as the Great Indian Desert, situated in Rajasthan. Okay. After that we have seen the Peninsular Plateau. The Peninsular Plateau bonded by the three sides Arabian Sea, then Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal, Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. After that we have seen the reverse depositional work also form the delta. So Gangas and Brahmaputra, both the rivers merging and forming the world largest delta, that is known as Sundarban, because the specific species of the trees is present and the name of the tree species Sundri. So that one is going to be called as Sundarban delta, which is the world largest delta. And after that, whatever the activity I place for you, please do that activity. If still you feel any doubt and difficulty, please let me know that. Thanking to each and everyone. Jai Hind.